never stabbed me in my back. I'll tell you that. And I was growing up coming through here. And I was a straight up G. Well, what is a G? They confused. G's about me. Was that it? But he was stand up, just a good man, what I saw. I had already had my stuff. See, I had brought my home at the age of 23. And I hung out with the brothers. And I never really talked braggadocious around those who already knew. Because if you already know, you already know. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you around me. Most of the time, all the time, everyone's so relaxed so I can see exactly how they are. Not judging because they're gonna be around me when I get nice and gray and wisdom. We're still gonna be drinking Hennessy. So yeah, I'm sitting back as a young man at 23 chilling, watching all the OGs, all the older men get me training, and I didn't even know at the time. They said nothing is better than the person who wants his own. Open your mind. Do not stumble on things you don't know. Go out and achieve your self-goals. You don't know what they are. Think about it. What are the basic things that we need in life that we all want at the same time? What's the basic thing in life that we all have to have at the same time? Think about it. Those are the things you think about, and they're common to life. Practicality is what you want. Simple and nice. Let it be practical. Everything practical. Be honest and true. Don't have to steal or be greedy. It comes back. That's why you ain't around us. Not everything, and not LA, but you, man. And always come back around to somebody else's dirt. So you never know what you be doing. It's stuff, it carries. It's so minute. It carries. You never know. Unless you know, you have to change up your show. Throughout the years you travel through life, and the course of life, and the various frequencies that you don't even know that you're in. Tone of our voice and our actions begin based off of a frequency, see? A color, a brightness. Bright red, get your heart going, your heart racing again. Cool blue, chill, the most. Green, gonna get you something. See all this stuff? Makes sense now. When I was 26, I grew up 3 more years. But I had to think about, oh yeah, I just got excited, something just happened. 3 more years of growth, I said, I was close to 25. I'm looking for the age of 28. That was when I took 3 G's to the bank. And Google had just got on the deck. And I didn't even know at the time. I just knew I had to go invest when I was young, before we were talking in the 1960s. The banker took my $3,000, even though 1 G was for Google, another G was for Amazon, the other G was coming up soon. Those shares and stocks, what I was talking about, $4 a share for 1,019.
Say in 1992,
98.
I was in the military then. I was out there.
2022. Thank you,
Get back
banker. That was my 40 million. But you didn't invest because why? I guess you knew something I didn't know. You had a license. See, I was taking courses to be a stockbroker. But I didn't get to that part of the scripture in the books yet. Because while I was in there, they were looking at me like, what are you doing in here? And yeah, I decided to walk out of there because I had to be comfortable where I'm at. So what's the point of learning what you're doing? And then I'm going to learn the immoralities that comes with it. But now here we go. I can reduplicate what I already knew. I didn't have the knowledge to know at the time, but here we are. I didn't hold no grudges. I just bought a house at 23, so I had a 30-year contract to take care of. So I was occupied and busy trying to get through life, raising my children, playing the game, not getting shot up. Don't want to be a Compton villain. It's important to have a great life. Remember that. I did kept my stripes. A few stars came along the way. That's why my babies are so beautiful. And I went out and about, made little things happen. Came back to the bank as a man. undreamt, is what they say. Now I know what you did. That's my $40 million I was preparing for my children to be here safe right now. We wouldn't be stressing, we would be okay. That's what we was taught, to prepare. Prepare for what you don't know and prepare for right now. Not what you took from me, but that's okay. But now, educated now. See, we are now all at the same race line. It depends on how fast you want to run now. No one's competing against you. No one's competing against them. It's all about yourself. I told the banker, I don't need you now. Thank you. I still got my wealth. See, $3,000 on a Google stock then would have been a lot of money right now. Y'all know it. I just realized if I wouldn't have been taking care of business, the old man that told me back in the day, plan. Education is the key to your success. Well, not quite, but it can help you on the way. So that 40 million, maybe I'm gonna reinvest, because now I can do my own research. So it taught me a lot. Invest and don't hate. That stuff really do hurt. People remember from things from 15 to 20 years ago. Little subtle things like buying other men a drink in the bar. That means a lot at that time. It was all in camaraderie. But I didn't know you dudes were tripping that. Like I said, I was 23. I had already bought a house. I was hanging out with y'all. I was hanging out with you. I was hanging out with y'all. No, I was hanging out with you. That was your feeling. At the time. Not the same. Not gonna happen again. This time I can see you before you get near. And I'm gonna warn us, each others, we're all the same. So whatever imperfection you have before you start blaming that man or that woman for all the things that they caused you, you allowed it too. It takes two to tango. Negative and positive. See, Ohm's law. Indirect proportion and proportional. You have all the control too. And a lot at that time, it was all in camaraderie. But I didn't know you dudes were tripping like that. But like I said, I was 23. I had already bought a house. I was hanging out with y'all. I was hanging out with you. I was hanging out with y'all. No, I was hanging out with you. That was your feeling. I didn't know that at the time. It's not the same. Not gonna happen again. This time I can see you before you get near. And I'm gonna warn us, each others, we're all the same. So whatever imperfection you have before you start blaming that man or that woman for all the things that they caused you, you allowed it too. It takes two to tango. Negative and positive. See, Ohm's law. Indirect proportion and proportional. You have all the control too.